Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Flight 914. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and observe the no smoking sign. We'll be departing in 5 minutes, and refreshments will be served once we reach cruising altitude. Oh, and just a heads up, our journey might take about 37 years. I wish you a pleasant trip. Imagine setting off for a vacation in a nearby city, only to find yourself landing in an entirely different country. While some travelers might find this unexpected twist exciting, most of us would likely feel bewildered. Even the boldest adventurers might pause if they learned their flight had taken nearly half a century. On July 2, 1955, Pan American Flight 914 departed New York for Miami, Florida. The weather was sunny, perfect for the 57 passengers eagerly anticipating Miami's warm beaches and palm trees. Initially, everything went smoothly, but 3 hours later, just as the plane should have been landing, it inexplicably disappeared from radar. Miami Air Traffic Control couldn't detect it, nor could they communicate with the pilots. Even after contacting New York, they received only confusion. Flight 914 had vanished mid-air without a trace. Authorities immediately launched an investigation theorizing the aircraft had crashed over the Atlantic Ocean. Rescue teams and the Coast Guard combed the waters tirelessly, yet found nothing. No debris, no survivors, no answers. Ultimately, officials reluctantly declared the plane had crashed, claiming the lives of everyone aboard. Grieving relatives were left with unanswered questions about the fate of Flight 914. But the mystery took a bizarre turn 37 years later. On September 9, 1992, at the Caracas airport in Venezuela, air traffic controller Juan de la Corta started his day as usual, drinking coffee and monitoring flights. Suddenly, an unfamiliar aircraft appeared on the radar, seemingly out of nowhere. Initially believing it was a radar malfunction, Juan and his colleagues were astonished when, minutes later, an actual airplane became visible. It was an old propeller-driven DC-4 aircraft, uncommon but not unheard of. The real confusion began when the mysterious plane's pilot contacted the tower, asking in English where they'd arrived. Juan cautiously asked for the aircraft's intended destination. After a pause, the pilot replied, "This is Pan Am Flight 914 flying from New York to Miami, Florida, carrying 57 passengers and 4 crew members." Air traffic control was stunned. What was this Pan Am flight doing 1,100 miles away, decades after its supposed disappearance? Further questioning only deepened the mystery. The pilot stated they were scheduled to land in Miami at 9:55 a.m. on July 2, 1955. Shocked and unsure how to proceed without escalating confusion, Juan cleared the plane for landing, prioritizing passenger safety. Ground teams prepared to assist the unusual flight. However, once the plane landed, Juan cautiously informed the pilot that the current date was actually May 21, 1992. Upon hearing this, the pilot panicked, shouting for ground crews to stay away. Suddenly the engines roared back to life, and despite frantic warnings from the tower about the danger, Flight 914 hastily took off again, disappearing as mysteriously as it had appeared. The Caracas air traffic controllers were left stunned, unable to explain what they'd just witnessed. Flight 914 had vanished once more, leaving no further evidence or trace of its existence. However intriguing, the credibility of this event is highly debated. The story first appeared in 1985 in a tabloid called Weekly World News, years before the most popular retelling surfaced. Each subsequent publication added different details, causing many to dismiss it as an urban legend. Some versions even claim that passengers eventually returned home without having aged, despite the decades-long absence, though no credible evidence supports this. The only physical clue alleged to exist is a small pocket calendar from 1955 supposedly left behind on the runway in Caracas, yet even this calendar lacks solid proof. Could Flight 914 have truly been lost in time, or is this just an elaborate hoax? Perhaps it's merely an imaginative tale or a grand conspiracy to conceal the possibility of time travel. What do you think happened to Flight 914? If you enjoyed unraveling this mystery, please like this video, share it, and explore more intriguing stories we have waiting for you. Just pick another video and let's keep the adventure going.